morning, everybody, and welcome to Sappy Days. Draw with me. This cartoon is called Doom Meeting, and it parodies the world we live in. You can do just about anything today on a virtual meeting. You can attend a class, you can renew your license, see a therapist, get a divorce. Everything is virtual now. I was in a meeting recently and they asked me to say my name as if I was signing a document. So you say your name out loud in the virtual meeting and that accepts whatever terms they're providing. So, adding to this ridiculousness, death has come to take this man. He's working from home this week though. He doesn't want to make a personal appearance, so he's asking him to click the accept button to start and so he can take control of his body. And that is the cartoon. So let's draw this together. Alright, this is the cartoon that we are going to draw. Let's go ahead and clear it out. We'll start with a blank canvas, and I'm going to create a monitor. I'm going to draw this line here, make it really big. For this joke to work, this monitor needs to be huge. It needs to take up most of the screen so people aren't squinting on Instagram or whatever social media platform they use to read the joke. I've got the basic construct of a man sitting in front of a keyboard. He's working, and all of a sudden his day gets interrupted by Death, who would like to schedule a Doom meeting with him. So for Death, I'm just going to draw this hood, and I'm going to make it dark. And I've got the earphones on, and I'm kind of mapping out some controls that you might see in Zoom for a meeting. And I've got the skeleton hand here from Death. I'm not really worried about scale because this is more for the joke than being, everything to scale. I didn't draw a skeleton face because I don't know if Death always has a skeleton face or he's got, it's implied that he's a skeleton underneath or that he's just super pasty and white anyway. This old man, he's got to be bald because he's an old man. That Death is coming for him. You can do just about anything these days from a virtual meeting. You can see a therapist, meet with your children's teachers, get divorced, just about anything you can think of. So why not, shouldn't Death take advantage of all the exciting options available in remote work? So Death is going to take over his computer. One of the things that's funny about remote meetings is sometimes they'll ask you to accept terms verbally. It's like a signature. So they'll say do you accept what we said? Say your name, and that will be your signature. So I thought it would be funny if Death can't actually take you without your permission. So he's very politely informing this guy that he works from home, and if he can press the accept button to accept his doom, that would be great. I came up with this little method for creating keyboards very quickly. I just want to block them out. I don't want to write all the keys. I'm a lazy and I have ADD and I don't want to sit on this forever. What's funny, nobody in the comments mentioned how many keys there are on this keyboard. I didn't at all try to make them uniform in size or make the number realistic. For my cartoons, I just want everything to read quickly so you know what it is. You get that it's a keyboard, but even though there's 500 keys, people don't seem to pick that up. It just reads as a keyboard. You get it. It's a keyboard. And there's a monitor. And that's something important to remember when you're drawing and cartooning is you just want something to read the way you meant it to read. It doesn't have to be true to life if you're going for humor. So there's a skeleton hand. Again, I didn't really worry about the bones. If I was getting the bones right, just does it read as bones? And so he's got this really ridiculous 1980s headset. I'm going to shade that, and I'll put the dialogue in, and the Death would like to take control. That's one of those little alerts that comes in when you're on a chat. And then the big accept button, which should probably be in bright green at the bottom. And then I'll put this little bubble over here that shows that it's coming from the screen. He's working from home this week. Can you click below to accept? Thanks. I'm going to make this bright McDonald's yellow. I want this to just be a cartoon that's almost a meme. It's like something you can't not look at with the coloring. Can't be ignored. So I'm going to go for bold colors on this one. Very simple, solid fills with a few shadows maybe where I think they're important, but not too many really. Okay, I've got my green accept button. I'm going to color in those headphones for Death. Make them super 80s while I'm at it. Make them brown. Big red ball on the end and a red background because he's calling from hell, obviously. And let's put some shadows in. I just do a little overlay here. Just a nice little overlay. Just draw some solid shapes for the shadows. Nothing too crazy. Try out a few things, and we're good. And that's a Sappy Days cartoon, how it gets made.